Yes, hi there. My name is Ugwan Joshua Robin, currently doing Bachelor of Information Technology in Moon University. I'm in year two, semester two. Yes, and today I'm going to talk about project management. And let's dive into it. Yeah, we are going to start by defining what a project is, and we'll find that a project is any temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. And by temporary, I mean it has a time frame, it has a start and an end. Yeah, endeavor meaning any activity, yeah, done to create that product. We find that a project has a number of attributes, some of which I've mentioned here below. And the first one is it has a defined objective. Yeah, assuming we are constructing a four-bedroom house, you'll find that the overall objective is to come up with that four-bedroom house. Yeah, that one you will have to meet it. Then there is a series of independent tasks. This one can range from site clearance to roofing. Yeah, there are a number of activities that are done. Then also utilizes various resources. Resources can be manpower, can be raw materials, can be the tools that are required, wheelbarrows and the rest. It also has a specific time frame. You can decide to say that I'm going to construct this house for 6 months. That one is a time frame. It also has a customer. Yeah, this one is who the need comes from. Yeah, the customer gives birth to a project idea, gives birth to the need. And it also involves a degree of uncertainty. Yeah, there are a lot of factors which may affect the success of a project. This one may lead to uncertainty. Yeah. Then there is also examples of projects that I've captured here. We are planning a wedding is an example of a project. Designing and implementing a computer system is an example of holding a birthday party. Holiday party, I mean, is a project. You can see that I've illustrated some of it here. Yeah, and you'll find that all these examples has all the attributes that I've talked about. Yeah. Then the next we are going to talk about project management. Yeah, in project management, you'll find that definition simply means application of skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet specific project requirements. Skills, tools, and techniques, these are basically the resources that are needed. Yeah, you can just say those are the resources. Then the project activities, yeah. This one can be the activities that have the earlier on mentioned, ranging from site clearance to roofing. You'll find that these project activities can be laying the foundation. Yeah, this one can be constructing the walls. This one can be roofings. This one can be fittings. This one can be furnishing the house. And the specific project requirements is now coming up with that full project objective. Yeah. Then there is what we call project constraints. These are not just core variables that should be established when creating a project. Yeah, there are a number of constraints that are supposed to be considered, but basically here we are going to talk about majorly three, which forms the ion triangle, which involves the scope, cost, and time. We are going to start from scope. This one, scope generally involves all works that are done to see to it that the objective of the project is met. Yeah. Then the cost, this one is just the overall financial resources that are needed to accomplish the given project. Then there is time. Time is the overall duration that is required from start to finish of the program, from the birth of an idea, I could say, up to the closure of the project. Then we find that alternating any of these may affect either one or all of or both of these. Yeah, you'll find that if you are to change the scope, let me say you are constructing a one-bedroom house and you are to change the scope to a three-bedroom house, you'll find that first of all, cost will have to increase. Yeah, cost will have to increase. Cost, the number of resources will increase. Then the time might also increase. Yeah, time might also increase, but definitely what will we know will increase will be cost. But while you are altering these three, you will have to make sure you maintain quality. Yeah, you will have to make sure quality is met, is maintained, untouched, untampered with. So this forms the project. Then we have a project management life cycle. You find that the project undergoes various stages. Yeah, from here we find that in this graph we find that we have initiation, which is basically the birth of an idea, the birth of the project. We find that someone comes with an idea to develop maybe a system, or maybe a customer comes to you that I want you to construct for me a house. That one is the birth. In this birth, in this initiation stage, we also see to read that is the project visible or not. If it is visible, then now we go to the second stage, which is planning. Yeah, planning basically involves scheduling the resources, planning the scope, and yeah, setting goals that are supposed to be met. Yeah, and then the budgeting and the rest. But then execution. Yeah, first of all, before I go to the third stage, generally, these first two steps can also be termed as planning the work. From here, you see that the activities we are doing is actually planning the work. Then the three and four stages, we can also term them as working the plan. Yeah, after planning, we will have to work the plan now. Yeah, in the execution stage, we find that this one here, there is active participation of the team members. Now, you'll find that if you want to, so and whereas there is actual, maybe if you are developing a system, this one is where the actual coding of the work starts, of the system starts for the programmers. Maybe for those ones building the house, this one there, when there is a, maybe now this is where you see a lot of site work. Maybe they're laying the foundation, the roofing is there, execution now. Yeah, then now after that you finally close this one. Now you hand it over to the customer who needs it. Yeah. But while we are doing all these three, four steps, I mean, we have a fifth step, which is monitor and control. And in monitoring, we find that monitor is just we see to read that what we are doing, yeah, aligns with what we had planned with earlier, planned in the first place. Maybe if we have planned to say that maybe by the end of February we should have finished laying the foundation. Yeah, are we finished it? Have we finished it by February? If not, we those monitoring things we actually monitor it. Then control, monitor and control. Control is basically basically mitigating the risks that are already involved. These are corrective measures that are now done to see to it that errors that have been faced are corrected. Then we have the project management tools. Yeah, while you're doing these projects, there is a series of tools that you are required to use. Yeah, and these tools can be used to plan, organize, track, and manage projects effectively. We find that each phase actually has a specific tool or specific tools that are used. We find that in the first stage, we find that there is a project charter. A project charter normally consists of the scope of the project, the number of stakeholders that we are going to use. You'll find that it also has a stakeholder register. The register normally has a list of people active in the projects, maybe the sponsor, the customer, all those people that are active in the project and their responsibilities and roles. Then if we go to the second stage, which is planning, we find that there is a schedule. Yeah, schedule, this one just consists of deadlines and time frames and milestones that are supposed to be accomplished. Yeah, then there is the budget tool. This one just consists of expenditures that are supposed to be incurred and to be met, and also how we are allocating our resources. Then there is the risk log. This one is for potential threats that may occur and mitigation strategies that we are going to use. Then the issue log. This one is just to keep track of the issues that are already occurred in the project and how we controlled them when they occurred. Then status report. This one is just to basically convey information to the stakeholders. Yeah, that according to our plan, how is our progress so far? Keep track of the progress. Then customer feedback survey. This one is just to to collect feedback from these customers. Then there is the summary report. Summary report basically consists of a number of activities that the project manager and his team did to come up with that project successfully. There can also be recommendations for future projects, and it can also be used. Maybe if someone wants to do a project similar to that, can just get this summary report and see what were the rates that these people faced, what were the recommendations that these people suggested, and what were the steps that these people followed in executing their project. That one is what the summary report has. Then we are going to also handle enterprise portfolio management. We find that this one is basically a connection between business management and project management. Yeah, how does this connection come about? We'll find that there is actually a connection because in business management, you'll find that the business has specifically its vision and mission. And this vision and mission is what gives birth to goals and objectives. This goal, when someone has set a goal, you'll find that the organization has to develop action plans that need to be done. Yeah. Then now it is from these action plans that the birth of a project comes from. Yeah. Yeah. It's what I've tried to summarize it in an illustration down here. And from here you will find that on the right hand side we have a portfolio. Yeah. You will find that there is from here you'll find that project management. On the right, we'll find that is basically talking about project management. And project management as flows from what? From a project to a program to a portfolio. Then from the left-hand side, you'll find that a company has a vision, a mission, and these strategies lead to objectives, and these objectives lead to action plans or project plans. Yeah. Therefore, the definition of enterprise portfolio management now comes that this is just the connection. Yeah. And from down here, we find that I've just defined what a program is. You find that a program is just a group of projects managed in a coordinated way. Portfolio is sum of all projects and programs. Yeah, you'll find a program also is just to provide economies of scale. Assuming you are doing various programs at a go, there are a lot of there are advantages that come with doing large-scale business here. This is what economies of scale generally means. As we are going to look at the types of projects, there are two types of projects. You'll find that there is a predictive project and an agile project. Yeah, an agile here meaning it is simply I could say an agile project is a project that is adaptive. Yeah, that is adaptive generally. Yeah, if we look at the major characteristics from here, you'll find that an agile project, it has continuous design. Yeah, design is always continuous, unlike in a predictive project where where the project manager just designs this, gets someone to design the project, and after that, there's no further changes that can happen to the design. Yeah, you'll find that also in an agile project, it has a flexible scope. The scope can change based on demands from customers, based on the recent technologies that are coming, and based on a number of activities. Yeah. Then you will find that the design is frozen as soon as late as possible. This one is generally in related to continuous design. Yeah. The design in an agile project is not actually frozen very soon. You'll find that sometimes the design even can be frozen when the business when the project has already started. Yeah, when the real execution has already started. But some in predictive you can't change. Then agile projects are also very good for projects with high uncertainty. Unlike a predictive project which is good for projects which are of low uncertainty. Then agile projects also tend to embrace change as an opportunity to actually suit the demands of a customer or to simplify its work based on the recent technologies that are coming up. Yeah, unlike in a predictive project where change is always avoided, in an agile project there is also a customer interaction. Customers tend to interact with project managers based on the number of activities they have done, so that he can comment on so far the design of the project and how the project is going. And basically, those are the major characteristics and the differences between those projects. Yeah, someone might ask, how do I choose these projects? Yeah, basically, you can choose depending on maybe the complexity of your project. If it is too complex, or it has a lot of high uncertainty, if there is uncertainty, high risk of uncertainty, you'll find that you will have to go with a continuous or with an agile or adaptive project. Because according to, first of all, it has high customer interaction. Customers always have to, because you might find that when you are going with a predictive or traditional, you find that by the end of the project, it will be something different from what the customer actually wants. And from here, you will have not met the customer's needs. Then we also have project management information system. It's just a set of systems that is consisting of tools and requirements and techniques used to gather, integrate, and disseminate the outputs of project management processes. Yeah, you'll find that a clear example of this system is Microsoft Projects, which is mostly used by project management managers. Yeah, you'll find that it has Gantt charts which are supposed to which generally has time schedules and milestones and deadlines. Yeah, it also has task dependencies, resource allocation, budget tracking capabilities. Yeah, and the six essential features of a project management information system is that first of all it is scheduling and planning. We have to attach milestones and deadlines to it. Then there is resource management. This one is to allocate resources, number of resources that were used. Then there is the budget. This one has to deal with the financial aspect of the project. Then there is control and performance. This one is managing the risks that have occurred and mitigating them. Then reporting and communication. This one is just used for communication back to the stakeholders or among the team members themselves who are doing the project, because the activities may have been actually distributed, but these teams have to communicate among themselves to see to it that by the end of the day, everyone comes up with a project with something that can, if integrated together, can be workable. Yeah. Then integration, this one is just I've now talked about it. Yeah. Assuming people are let me give a clear example of maybe a software system. People are building a software system. Other people are building the login interface. Maybe other people are building the navigation bars and the rest. By the end of the day, you'll find that when these systems are integrated together, it should be able to work perfectly. Yeah, that is what integration means. Yeah. Stakeholders of a project, we find that this is any person or organization that is actively involved in the project. Some of stakeholders can be a sponsor. This one is the financial provider of the project manager. This one is the overall overseer. Then the customer, this one is actually who we are doing the project for. Then the team members is people who are actively doing the work itself. In a software project, this one they can be the development team, maybe the developers, the programmers. Yeah, in order to form this team normally goes through four stages, which is forming, storming, norming, and performing. Yeah, and you'll find that in forming stage, team members get to know each other. Then in the storming stage, norms and expectations are discussed and will come up with norms. Then in the norming stage, after discussing norms, then there is collaboration and communication skills. Then the performing people set goals and objectives. There is now active participation here. There should have been another stage, but now that one is the last. It's called adjourning or or closure. After everything now is done, you now close the team because it was specific to that project, that one. So last stage now. Yeah, team members generally use Microsoft Teams. This one is for communication and to conduct online meetings, share screens, and the rest. Yeah, as we are doing our project, we have to also manage our schedules. Yeah, and you find that in managing schedules, there are steps that we need to follow. We have to plan the schedule management. We have to define the activities that need to be done, like in constructing a bedroom house, a four-bedroom house. You'll find that we are going to clear the site. We are going to lay the foundation after slight clearance. We are actually going to build the walls. We are actually going to roof the house. After roofing the house, we are going to start painting and plastering. We are going to furnish. Those are a list of activities that we need to define them. Then now we sequence them in order of the way we are going to do it. After sequencing, we estimate activity resources. If we are going to lay the foundation, what resources do we need? We'll find that we need to have the rocks, we have to get the cement, we have to get the tools that are needed for laying the foundation, for plowing. Those ones are the resources that we have to estimate per activity. Then the estimating activity durations, yeah, you'll find that for roofing, how long are we supposed to take? Yeah. For painting, how long are we supposed to take? Plastering, how long? When we develop the schedule now, after estimating all those, we have to now develop the schedule. Then last we have to control the schedule. Yeah, this one is controlling. We make sure that we don't go off track from our schedule. Yeah, don't go off track. Then this one, there is a work breakdown structure, which is the hierarchical breakdown of the project into smaller, more manageable tasks. This one is in a pyramidal form. Yeah, you'll find that the graph is constructed to break down the projects that we are going to do into simpler tasks that are manageable. Well, the benefits of a project schedule, yeah, it forces detailed thinking and planning. It helps us to think ahead and foresee other things that may occur in the future. It also improves communication because when we know what we are supposed to do, someone who is supposed to actually communicate to us will know what to communicate. Then it also provides a goal. Lets us also keep us on track. Lets us know when we are off track. It also reduces delivery time, reduces cost, increases productivity. Then now we're going to risk management. We find that risk is any uncertain condition that event or condition that occurs as a positive or negative impact on the company's objective. Yeah, this one can have an effect on the companies. It is uncertain in a way that we can't really know for sure that it is going to occur, but we think it may occur. Yeah, and in order to manage this risk, you have to actually do a number of activities in a sequential way. You have to first of plan for the risk management. You have to identify the risks that may occur. Then we have to perform qualitative risk analysis. Yeah. In this qualitative risk analysis, we give priority to risks that may actually occur, that are most likely to occur. Then we also perform a quantitative risk analysis. We attach costs to them. Yeah. After giving after after giving priority, we give attached cost. We say if this risk is to occur, what numerical value are we going to incur if it happens? Yeah, you attach a cost to it. Then now we plan for the resources. If we have attached cost to those risks, we plan for the resources, responses. Maybe if you have said we are going to maybe lose 5 million if such and such and the risk is to occur, planning for the response means setting aside that money if it is to occur. Yeah. Then now plan implementing risk response when it has already occurred. Implemented, we actually put the money aside. Then we have to monitor the risk. We keep on continuously monitoring the risks that are occurring, or so that we may not incur other future risks. Then last but not least, we are now going to, which is our last phase, which we talked about in project management life cycle. We are going to monitor and control. Yeah, monitoring and control here, we have the process of involves tracking, reviewing, and reporting our progress to meet performance objectives. Yeah, monitoring, you'll find that it is a continuous process. We have to continuously do this. Yeah, so that we make sure that we are in line with whatever we planned for. We planned early on. Yeah, then there is controlling. These ones are just corrective or preventing actions taken to maintain or improve project performance. And the elements to monitor, we can maybe monitor the scope, the schedule, the budget, the risk, the issues, the stakeholders, the documents, products or services. Yeah, this is a list of elements that we need to monitor. Yeah, thank you very much. I think I'm now done there. Thank you for listening.